Hello, mentors. Welcome to another webinar training from Bethany Christian Services mentoring programs. These are based on training sessions produced by Education Northwest, so we're grateful for their materials that we've turned into these webinars. I'm Joey Hulst. I'm the Refugee Mentor Coordinator at Bethany, and I'm here with
Amanda Jones. I am the Youth Services Mentor Coordinator.
So thanks so much for joining us today. We're going to be talking about planning mentor activities, which can often be a real challenge in matches, more difficult than you think it should be. So this webinar will hopefully be able to give you some ideas about how to plan with your mentee's help, and also just to make the planning process go more smoothly.
Yeah, so some of the goals for this is for you guys to understand the resources available in your community for mentoring. So every community has something for everyone, and luckily we live in Grand Rapids and we have tons of opportunities that are free or low cost for you and your mentee to go out and enjoy.
Absolutely. We also want to help you guys learn how to be able to help your mentee decide on match activities. So to give them ownership of planning and also to help them choose activities that they're interested in. So this can be a really big challenge in matches. Frequently, mentees won't give much input, and that can be really frustrating. So how can we help you learn to help your mentee to decide on activities and encourage them to take ownership? So first of all, the overview of this webinar, we're going to talk about planning and deciding on activities. And like we've said already, that can be a major challenge. What mentoring research says about planning for activities with mentors is that effective matches, mainly the mentee is the primary decision maker. But mentees don't always want to decide, or they don't know what's available to do. So those are kind of both two challenging aspects of having a mentee initiate planning activities. But mentors can still provide ideas and structure, so you don't have to completely put it on your mentee to decide what you're going to do at every outing, but it's definitely a valuable thing. So how can you figure out together with your mentee what you're going to do?
Yeah, so this is a little bit of a list of some of the things that our mentors did this past month. Some of the things that they did was they went window shopping at the mall. They got their nails done. They went bowling. They did Zumba classes at the Y. They took local tours. They took tours at local colleges and visited the stores there. They went for walks. They played video games, or they did homework together, or they were outside enjoying the winter weather that we've kind of had. With sledding, snowshoeing, skiing, those types of things. So this is just really a list of some of the things going from no cost to low cost to some cost.
Just for 1 month. So imagine with all the months combined, the amount of activities you guys have done is pretty astounding, actually. So we're going to do a little activity now to help you guys think about what your mentee might kind of be thinking or considering when you talk about, hey, let's plan something to do together. What are they interested in? So we're going to visualize what we were like when we were the age of our mentee. So think about how old your mentee is, whether they're an 8-year-old or a 17-year-old, and think about what you were like when you were that age. So let's look at these questions, thinking of from your mentee's perspective, or your perspective when you were your mentee's age. So what did your bedroom look like? Were you super organized? Were you really messy? Did you have your favorite sports teams posters on the walls, or your favorite movie posters on the walls? What did your bedroom look like? What books did you like reading? Maybe you didn't like reading. Maybe you loved reading comics. Maybe you loved sci-fi books. So what kind of books were you interested in? What was your favorite subject in school? This probably changes a lot from elementary to middle to high school. So think about, at the age of your mentee, what were you most interested in school-wise? What did you look forward to after school? Maybe you loved hanging out with your friends. Maybe you were a big sports fan, so you were always, in a sport, going to practice after school. Or maybe you just like to go home and watch cartoons. What sports or hobbies did you enjoy? So how did you spend your free time when you weren't doing homework, or when you weren't in school, or when you weren't with family? What made you unique? Did you have any special skills? Were you an awesome hacky sacker, or rapper, or breakdancer, or ballerina? What were things that unique talents that you had? And then lastly, what was your favorite activity during this time of your life? What were you really interested in? So by going through this activity and just kind of thinking about what you were like at your mentee's age, hopefully this can give you a sense of the different types of interests that you have. So as an adult, you might not quite understand or be on the same page with your youth of what they're interested in, but it can help to reflect back on your own life and think about, oh yeah, when I was younger, I was really into that, or I really liked doing that, even though that might be not something you're interested in as much now, to put yourself in their shoes a little bit.
Yeah, so now what's going to be happening is I'm going to list some examples of activities that you could do with your mentee. And then from there, we're going to kind of expand on those examples a little bit more to give you an idea of like what it is that you could do and how you could go about doing that. So the first example is playing basketball with your mentee. Another one is reading adventure novels, drawing animals, watching comedy movies, playing outside, and studying. And one of the examples, you know, if your mentee is interested in science, how you can go about studying for that.
So maybe with those examples, you can take that as this is something that your mentee has expressed interest in. So for the first one, maybe your mentee has said, I really like playing basketball. So this is something that they've expressed and you're like, okay, that's great. You're interested in basketball, but how much can we do with basketball? So have a brainstorming session with your youth. So these are some examples. We'll go through and then show you what the brainstorming session could look like. So if they like playing basketball, these are some of the things you could do. You could go to a basketball game, whether it's high school, college, even professional or semi-pro. The Grand Rapids Drive is a local semi-professional team, which is really awesome. Watch an NBA game on TV. Research their favorite player or team, and maybe you could do like a craft about it, or like find a poster, go to a store and try to find a poster of their favorite player. Play basketball at the park or gym. Oh, I already got ahead of myself. You create a poster of your favorite team or logo to hang up in their room. Go to the library to find books about basketball, teams, players, practice, drills, all that kind of stuff. So even just with that little idea they have of, hey, I like basketball, that's interesting to me. There's a lot of different ways you could go with that.
Yeah, so our next one is drawing animals, personal favorite. What that can, you know, what you can do with your mentee to kind of expand on that a little bit more besides just sitting at a table and drawing animals together is, you know, you go outside, find an area outside where you can kind of imagine what animals you might find there and sketch those there together. You can visit a farm, zoo, or pet store to get an idea of what animals to sketch. You can look up or take pictures of animals that they would like to draw. So maybe that means while you're at the farm or you're at the zoo or at the pet store or even outside and you see an animal, you take a picture of it out of your phone. And then you guys together go find a spot and pull up the picture and try to sketch that. Or just look it up on Google. Another one is visit an arts and crafts store. You know, you might be able to find different materials to draw either on or different things to draw with. Take an art class together. There's tons of art classes throughout Grand Rapids. Some are for free, some are for a cost. And so those are just kind of things to look for. Another one is to go to the library and find books about sketching. So even then you're being able to go there, look up different ways to draw, look up books together about animals, or look up books about drawing or sketching, and go through with that. And then the last one is visiting the Grand Rapids Art Museum. This allows you guys to kind of get an idea of different ways to draw an animal and other things as well. And it's it's a better way to expand on just simply just drawing the animal.
The next example was, say your mentee says they're really interested in comedies. Whenever you talk about movies or TV shows, they only ever want to see comedies. So how can you expand on that? Well, you could simple connection, go watch a movie together in theaters. You could kind of expand the creative side of that and write and create a comedy together. So, you know, ask them to be the screenwriter for a comedy, and then create that together, whether it's even just a movie on your iPhone, but make that into sort of a production. Look up famous comedians on the internet or library. Obviously, this would depend on the age range, and you would want to make sure it was appropriate. But maybe do some research more about specific people, or if they're really interested in a certain comedian, you know, learning about their technique or their style. Go to a stand-up comedy show. Obviously, this one is also something you would want to consider the age of the youth, but there's definitely comedians who are for all different ranges. So see if you can find a stand-up comedy show in your area. Arrange to meet with a film professor from a local college. This is a cool one because you're incorporating their love of comedy and movies in general, and you're giving them a glimpse of what their future could look like if they want to pursue that as a career. So talking to a professor could give them some ideas about what studying film might look like in college, and just talk about what a future in film would look like for them.
Yeah. So you don't know what your mentee likes. And so with that comes a lot of questions on what types of things that you should do together. One of those things that you can keep doing is just to keep asking them what it is that they like. So with that being said, you're asking them, what do you like to do on your free time? What are you interested in? This allows them to kind of explain a little bit more of the things that they enjoy doing, or things that they're interested in, and can give you ideas of things to do with them. Things for you to plan either together or separate to surprise them. Another one is, I know for me, I am really bad at making decisions. So process of elimination is huge in my life. And so what that is, you list a few things and you guys just eliminate those together. Ask for feedback after the activities to see if that's something that they both, or that you both enjoyed. Maybe they did and you didn't, those types of things. Another one is to ask about their favorite sports, games, movies, music, subjects, etc. This really allows you to get an idea of what it is that they like and what things they are not interested in, and that way it'll help you from planning activities where you're going to a hockey game, but your mentee hates sports, and so they won't enjoy that. And instead of having to go through that whole thing of, oh yeah, that wasn't really my thing, you know right off the bat, and you're going to do activities that hopefully are only things that you both enjoy doing. Another thing, to do is just give it time. With planning activities, it's going to take some time to get used to figuring out what it is that they like to do, what it is that you like to do, because you also don't want to be put in a situation where you're doing something that absolutely bothers you or that you absolutely hate for 2 hours, when you guys could have just found something that you both enjoy and do those together. And then the last one is, talk to your mentor coordinator or case manager for ideas. If you're thinking of things and you just aren't having any idea what to do with your youth, just come to Joy or myself or Kelly, and we can give you ideas. We have lists and lists and lists for every season, and especially with things to do here in Grand Rapids.
So I'll talk a little bit now about available opportunities. So first and foremost, we want to remind you guys again that as a mentoring team at Bethany, we provide every month a free event that you can come to with your youth. And we try to incorporate a really diverse set of events. So some of the things we've done just in the past year, we've done a cooking competition, we've done a scavenger hunt, we've done vision boards, which is sort of an arts and crafts focused on the youth's future. We've done Minute to Win It games, and we've done trivia nights. And those are just a few examples of what we've done. So we have some that incorporate college access, we have some that incorporate careers and looking towards the future, and we have some that are service projects. Like we've done partnerships with Habitat for Humanity. I'm getting ahead of myself again. I'll talk a little bit about Bethany's partnership with the YMCA. So for the refugee side of things, mentors are able to access the YMCA for free if their mentee has a membership through Bethany, which is a special offer that Bethany's Refugee Services gives to our youth in foster care. So if you are mentoring a refugee youth, please contact me, Joey, if you would like to go to the YMCA with your youth, and I can get you a form that you'll get the special access card to access the YMCA with your mentee.
Yeah, and for the youth services program, we also have a partnership with the Y, so just feel free to contact me and we can get you signed up for that. And as far as for the domestic mentors, that's what they have for the domestic program. Is you get a one-time pass where both you and your mentee can use that, and they just continue to buy those. And so if you're going to go to the Y 2 times for the month, Kelly can get you 2 of those passes, and you guys can go there those 2 times. So just contact your match manager about getting your partnership with the Y.
And like I said, I got ahead of myself a little bit earlier, but we also, as a Bethany mentoring team, we try to offer service projects for you guys. So like I said, we've done things with Kids Food Basket, Habitat for Humanity, with local food pantries, and even with nursing homes. So these can also be things that, even if it's not Bethany initiated, you could do on your own, like checking out a nursing home and seeing, hey, how easy would it be for me to come in with my mentee and just hang out with some of the people here, and just kind of talk and share stories, or get involved in other ministries throughout the area. That's a really great aspect to incorporate into your mentoring relationship, that giving back to the community, and is stressing with your mentee that is something that can be really important and rewarding in their own life.
Yeah, so the next one is talking about some free activities in Grand Rapids, which who doesn't love something that's for free? So right here we have a couple of websites that can take you to different events that go on in Grand Rapids that are for free. Feel free to pause this webinar and so that you can write these down. Otherwise, I know that I personally write them in my emails as well, and I'm pretty sure Joey does as well. And so all you have to do is just click on those links and it'll take you to that. But some of the things that it does go over, is, for example, the Grand Rapids Art Museum on Tuesday nights all day Tuesday are actually free. You can go there anytime during the day on Tuesday, and it's for free, as well as on Thursday evenings, it's for free. Another thing is that the Grand Rapids Public Museum recently, actually just starting February 1st, reduced its cost for entrance to any Kent County residents. And so that, I think it took off a couple of dollars there. And then another one for the younger kiddos is the Children's Museum has deals as well. And all those things can be found on these websites, as well as just going to the actual website for whatever it is that you're wanting to do and looking up and seeing what days they have real low-cost events for you.
All right, so let's debrief the things that we've covered in this webinar. So first and foremost, use that expansion activity that we did together in this webinar with your mentee to help them brainstorm ideas for what you can do together. So like the examples we went through, if they like basketball, or if they like drawing animals, or if they like comedies, try to really figure out what your mentee is really interested in, and then expand on that with them and try to think of all the different activities you could do that incorporate that.
Yeah, the next one is always check in with your mentor coordinator if you are not sure about an activity, as well as with their foster parents or guardians. With that, if you're just unsure of if an activity is appropriate, or if you think that the youth is going to enjoy it, or if you're just generally wanting to know what we think about it, feel free to ask us. It's always better to be safe than sorry. And I always tell my mentors, always check in with the guardians as well before you take the youth to do anything. This is just allowing them to have an idea of what it is that you're going to be doing with your time together, and it doesn't leave them questioning you or wondering what it is that you guys are doing. Yeah, it gives them a little bit of ease.
Yes, definitely, and that's really important to have buy-in from all the relevant parties. And last but not least, we don't want to plug ourselves one more time, but here we go again. Make sure you're suggesting Bethany activities and opportunities to your mentee. They might not always be really interested in them, but try to get them to go to at least one or two so they can kind of get the feel for what those are like. They're really fun usually, and it's a good way to find some community with other youth who are receiving mentoring and other mentors as well for your own benefit.
All right, so thank you for joining us for this week's webinar. Again, my name is Amanda Jones. I'm the Services Mentor Coordinator, and below is my contact information. And then Joy, who is the Refugee Mentor Coordinator, her information is right there. We want to give a thanks to Education Northwest for gathering the information that we used for this webinar, as well as for getting some of the websites for all of the different activities going on in Grand Rapids. So until next time, we will see you later.
Goodbye.